just a quick one here. Um, I've asked this question before, but it's a remastered an old puppet of mine, so I'll jump into it. Um, I have a whole that way. I've got a whole censorship done, so like there, so like that. Um, but the question is, should for example, like that, should that be allowed? All it is a set of nipples. Um, and same with also, if I take the bottoms off, it's got. Like, I'm not gonna put the camera under, but it is semi-detailed. Should that be allowed, or should it all have to be that, or fully clothed? Should I've asked like maybe like a likes and dislike things and stuff like that, but it's like Media Molecule. I don't think they really care what the creators actually think, or otherwise they would have seen some of these videos going like, we need some sort of system um, where when we publish it, we can put a, not necessarily in here, but like up here somewhere it's got character and stuff like that, have a selection so we can say, okay, it's got adult themes or whatever. So if I create something, it doesn't matter what I've created something. If I go then to save it, you can save as an element or a scene. And when you come into element, it's got all this stuff here, and all they have to do is, oh no, give us some little category at the end. Or when we click onto here and we click on this sort of stuff, can we add like tags, like, or something? I don't know. Like, it could be any number of things, but something where it's got a special kind of like, if I back out and come to, if I go Media Molecules creations are the easiest to go off by. So if I go down to Media Molecules creations, all their creations, it doesn't matter which one you click on. If I click on any of these, like this one, every single one of these has that little icon, icon. Something along the lines where when you create it, if you say yes, this has, I don't want to say questionable, but it's like, because it's not questionable, it's normal, it's natural, it's, for example, nudity. You're born naked. Um, violence seems to be okay. Like you can have a body. Like I think I've got one. You can have a body blow. I'm pretty sure I released it publicly. If I go here, we'll do a search. So we've got all these bombs here. It's remixable and let's categorize it by character. See, all we need is something in here. So all this stuff here is all bomb stuff. I've actually got one, so I could actually, you know what, let's just actually check into my creations. I said check into my creations, do the same thing, bomb. Is it explosive? I can't remember what I called it. Ah, there it is, a bomber. Boomer, okay. So I've got this one and I've got the base puppet. Now, obviously it's just a puppet, so it's like, you can see it's just a puppet. If I go into it, I can press a button and have it explode into chunks. And if I put like sprays of blood, they're fine with that. Same with, oh, I don't want to say coarse language because they frown on that as well. But if you painted this puppet all skin color and, I don't know, gave it a couple of bumps on the chest, but the bumps had bumps on those bumps, no. Or if you put a bump here, no. It's like, but men have a bump there and women have a bump there. And before you go, oh, you're assuming the gender, shut the fuck up. Um, some people have bumps there and a bump there. Some people have no bumps there and no bumps there. It's like, whatever. It's like, why won't they let us do that, but give us a something to click somewhere to say, okay, when it's released, it tags it as, I don't know, an exclamation point or a question mark or a, I don't know, a little M for mature or anything. And that way, if somebody's console, if the parents are doing their job and the kid's console is set up correctly, then it won't have a unlocked thing. It'll have the parental lock set at whatever the child is at. So, for example, if it's a really young kid, like 5 to say 10, it'll be set to strict, so they cannot view any. The Grand Theft Auto won't run on the game on the console because the console's gone, well, that's an MA game or an R game, and go, that's a no because this is only allowed at PGs. Same with games like Conan. That's got the MA rating. Um, then there's other games like Gran Turismo, which is PG or, you know, like general audiences or G. And it's like, then the console will go, okay, yeah, that's okay. It's got no M or R rating thing on there, so it's fine to play. That's all we need. Because like this puppet here, like if I come into it, whenever I possess it, it'll get a random coloured underwear. It's got all these cool little mechanics. If I come around to the front, the mouth talks. I've done some styled hair on it. It's all tweakable. It's got a little sneak mode that changes that. It's got the jog mode. It's got the run mode. It's all nicely set up and everything. It's like, I can't release it for people to use it, because if I release it, that's inappropriate. That's it. We're taking it down. None of this send you a message saying this has nudity in it, or this has violence, or this has coarse language in it. It's like, no, screw you. We're pulling it down. Simple things like, let's back out, naming something. I've spoken about it before. Pufferfish. Thongs, you know, the things you wear on your feet, what the Americans call flip-flops. They're thongs. You can't call thongs thongs because it's in brackets offensive. The little fish that when it gets threatened puffs up, hence it's called a pufferfish. You can't call a pufferfish because puff is offensive. There's a whole list that I've run into. I type it in, you can't write that, it's offensive. It's forbidden text. And it comes up with the little stars. It's like, seriously? I can open up any search engine. Google, Bing, Safari, Mozilla, insert whatever browser you want. You can type in boob. B-O-O-B. It will show you stuff. If you have it set to the strictest, it won't show you anything because boobs are for mature audiences. You can type it in, but it won't show you it. You set it to moderate, it'll show you boobs, but of moderate types. If you have it on unrestricted, you'll see all crazy crap. Hence the reason those locks are there. The PlayStation has one. The game can simply implement one, and when a creator creates something, and let's face it, if the human race is as intelligent as they should be, then a person can go, okay, I do not want to see mature stuff, or I don't want to see coarse language, nudity, violence, drug use, whatever it happens to be. I don't want to see any of that. I will then tell the game to only show me general stuff. But if I'm like, oh, I want to search up a murder scene, I want to see blood and guts everywhere, or on the amount of games I could be making, like where you got to get from point A to point B through a crowd of people, but sneaking past them because you've got no clothes on. You can't make that game because that's nudity. That's inappropriate according to them. Dunny Dash. I have made a private version of it. It worked quite well. There's no way I could release that. Someone using the toilet. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's offensive. Everyone does it, but oh my god, it's offensive. So that's all this video was about. It was like a kind of a rant. It's like the world is going bonkers, nutto, crackers, spazzing out over this, in brackets, political correctness. You can't assume their gender. You can't exclude people unless all this shit, it's like, wait a minute. If a particular race can't be called what they are because that's offensive, but yet a different race can be called what they are because it's not, isn't that in itself offensive or racist? If a particular type of person, whether it be your gender, your religion, whatever it is, you can't turn around and say, I'm for equality, I don't want to exclude anyone, but that person is wrong because they are a straight white male, or whatever it happens to be. It's like, you don't want to exclude anyone except for that. That's excluding them. That in itself is against what you were saying you don't want. We need to stop with the bullshit and get back on the straight and narrow. If someone wants to do things with a partner that happens to be either of the same gender or a different race or different religion, it shouldn't fucking matter. And just because one is one type and another is another type, why does one get preference to the other? Isn't that against what you're trying to say you're trying to do? It's like, Media Molecule, give us some sort of switch, some sort of label or something like that we can put on our creations, so we can release this sort of stuff. It goes the same with the entire gaming industry. Games come out that are great, games that are crap. I would rather play a crap game that is correct rather than what could have been an excellent game but is incorrect and is being kept incorrect on purpose by an organization that decides it wants to rip off its customers purely because, I don't know, what they don't want to offend, don't want to, I don't know what's going. If you're wondering, I'm talking about Cyberpunk and CDPR with their criminal actions, but without getting into details, there's a group of people in a building that are so brain dead that apparently when you turn your light switch off, it stays on. When you turn your light switch on, it stays on. That's not the way a switch works. And when they go, oh no, that's working correctly. No, it's not. When your light switch is off, the light is off. When the light switch is on, it is on. And the switch in itself is a decision the consumer makes. It's our right as a consumer to receive the product we purchase. And then we can make the decisions on what content is active or inactive. When we buy something, we should not be forced to do something. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be something as simple as field of view or motion sickness, the blurriness, the shakes, the all that sort of stuff. There should always be an option. Would you like it or not? And then we make the decision, yes or no. If I want to release something, I should be able to release it. And if somebody wants to view that item, they should be allowed to. If you do not want to view it, don't view it. That simple. So, for example, with the criminals at CD Projekt Red, when they released their product, and it has a switch that says nudity sensor on or off. As a consumer, we purchased it with that switch. It's still in there, but when you turn it off, it stays on. When you turn it on, it stays on. The whole light switch situation. That is incorrect. And as I've stated multiple times about the Consumer Rights Act, which these dumbasses on Twitter don't seem to know because they're idiots, dumb, moronic, scumbag, loser, CD Projekt Red defenders don't know. When you buy something, it has to be correct by the law. And then a switch that is when it's turned on is on, and when it's turned off is on, that is not correct. That is breaking a law. Now, when it comes to this, they're not breaking any laws, but they are still restricting us. They are still preventing. The best creation suite on the planet. It could be. It could be. If they fix their moderation system. If they give us our mature or questionable, or whatever they want to call it. Adult, mature, anything. You can call it whatever you like. A switch that can turn on and off. So people who don't want to view them, turns it off. The people who do want to view it, turns it on. As some stuff is released, the creator can go, okay, maybe that's not quite for kids. Let's turn that switch on. And that way the parents who have kids who are doing the right thing by monitoring what the kids are doing can go, okay, this has to have it turned off so you cannot see that stuff. That is all the problem solved. Everything, the whole gaming industry would be fixed if the customer got what they paid for and we had our freedoms like they say they want to give us. And all these people freaking out because, oh no, like the Bud Light crap and all those people freaking. It's like, seriously, that's what your life has come to, freaking out because some person's life choices don't align with yours, so you're going to boycott a particular product. If you don't like that particular person's life choices, don't watch the commercials. Don't interact with it. It's like, don't chuck a hissy fit, don't protest, don't blow shit up. It's like, you don't like something, don't look at it, don't listen to it, don't watch it, whatever the fuck. If you like it, you should be allowed to watch it and not be ridiculed for it. Now, obviously, there are some standards that 90% of this stuff has to abide by, and it's legal restrictions. So, like, you can't DDoSing people. That's against the law. So that's a restriction, and it's a good restriction because it's a cybercrime. It's not good to do that sort of shit. Hence the reason why they stop you from doing it, or why the law says not to do it. But when it's simple things like nudity in a game, violence in a game, sexual references in a game, and may I add, sexual references or that kind of stuff doesn't align with nudity. You can have nudity without sexual references, and the same with you can have sexual references without nudity. They're completely different. Drug use. I'm in Australia. The Australian government are fucking morons. They have this stupid restrictions on drug use in video games. That's the reason why Bethesda's newest one that's coming out, Starfield, has an R rating in our country because of drug uses. What, we're going to take a Panadol? Oh, God forbid we take a Panadol. Oh, we're out in the field in a spaceship and we get hurt. We're going to take a Panadol. Oh my God, the bad influence. Swinging back around to Cyberpunk. Oh, we've added new romances into Cyberpunk. So, how? You can have sexual relations with these characters. How? You can't take your underwear off. Even though I'm naked, I've still got underwear on. It's like it's glued to me because he's fucking idiots. You you know you can't bump the uglies if there's pieces of cloth. That's called dry humping. That's completely different. That's like kissing cousins. So I'll put the video out here. It's like, hopefully what I've talked about here gets into somebody's skull, and hopefully somebody at a business, at an organisation or something, hears this, sees it, whatever. I don't care if you're just listening, I don't care if you're watching, whatever. Hearing, you know, he's right. The human race is going to ass up, and we're just making it worse. We need to put it straight again. And censorship and acceptance, those two are the wrong way around. We're over censoring stuff, and we're not accepting anything. So hopefully this made some people think. I don't care if they agree or disagree, but if you can understand what I said and go, he's right, that's true, then by all means start up discussions, make your own videos doing the discussion. We need to get the word out. Excuse me. We need to get the word out there so that people can start thinking like we're supposed to be thinking. So I'm out of here. Everybody except for the people who work at City Project, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. And please, be more accepting of people and don't censor people. If you don't like what they're saying, don't listen to them. It's that simple. If you disagree with them, let them know I disagree, but it's your choice. See you later. That's simple. There's no need for hate. There's no need for friggin' violence. There's no need for all this other crap that's going on because of some simple little misalignment of friggin' beliefs. Okay, so I'm out of here. Catch us next time. See yous.